The strawberry, tasted. Which brings me back to our man on the vine. A person who had the resilience and sensitivity to not only flee an immediate threat, but who, when faced with death, saw life before him, and he chose to taste it. I told you in the beginning that this parable would tell you everything that you need to know about peak performance and personal change. I hope it's clear now that it's also your story. Over the years when I've checked in with clients who are familiar with this story, I've often heard them say, "I'm looking for the strawberry," when perhaps they felt a little less than weightless. But here's the rub. The strawberry is always there, perched and present and waiting for you. It's not something to be possessed, processed, or understood. It's something to be tasted, sensed, felt. This may sound easy, but I assure you, it's not. Our man on the vine could have been petrified to die, or regretting whatever decision led him there. He could have been frozen, clutching at the vine. And less obviously, but more importantly, he could have bitten the strawberry without tasting it. Just one of many strawberries in his life, after all, replaying conversations from the morning spat with his wife, stressed out over his career, or simply feeling sorry for himself. When confronted with death, our man chose life. And that's what I want for you. Because this is the part in the play where you move from unconscious pawn to hero protagonist. Where you move from being manipulated by forces out of your control to radical ownership with eyes wide open. You're entering a new world of weapons and friends and causes worth fighting for. Okay, you say, I get the resilience and I get the sensitivity, but in defining moments, how exactly do I apply them? Isn't that the crux of the problem? It is. And while it's not easy, it is simple. To put them together and to show up with full presence, full intelligence, and full commitment, you need a trigger, but the good kind. In most somatic arts, and even in weightlessness training, we might summarize this simple mind-body trigger as center, sense, and shift. While centering can and should have a structural component that approximates symmetry and balance in the body, it should really be seen as connecting with the present. With practice, this immediately defangs any ropes present, conscious or otherwise. Sensing can be taken literally and is a natural expression of the mind being present in the body. Sense your environment, your internal movements, even the origin of your thoughts. And once you've arrived at a momentary state of emptiness, but with your highest faculties present and unencumbered, you can move forward with power and conscious intention. Now, there's a lot more that could be said about how structural centering and sensing help you transcend the conditioned self. And I'd be happy to go there with you down the road, but for our purposes here, this is where the magic happens. This is the space to listen to your child without the need to control them, where you're immersed in a problem at work with full focus, without concern for how you'll be perceived or the outcome, where you're connected and fully aware that your current situation isn't what you want. You feel it through your whole system, but it doesn't scare you. It's just one other piece of immediate information, like the pressure of your seat, the temperature in your room, the depth of your breath. You're free to choose. Are you weightless?